Hi guys, welcome to the Acne Chef. I just want to make a quick video for you guys today. So this is on how to make mashed potatoes. Now, I don't know if you guys know how to make mashed potatoes or not. Some people may think this is very common sense, some people may not, but I will demonstrate here for you. Hopefully I have a potato. So I'm going to demonstrate here using an older potato here on how to peel potatoes and how to simply make a mashed potato. So what you're going to begin, you're going to take a peeler. You can buy this anywhere at a Dollarama or any kind of dollar store, or preferably get it at a kitchen supply store, support your local supply chain, and you're going to buy one of these. What you're going to do is you're going to put your thumb on the end of the potato and you're just going to peel towards you, like so. Continue peeling the potato until it's completely naked like this. Now when cutting a potato, all you really have to think about is symmetry. Make sure you have all the pieces of the potato equal and as precise as possible. I'm going to start with my knuckles like this. I'm going to grab the knife and I'm going to kind of make a claw shape, and I'm going to claw the potato and I'm going to cut it right down the middle, right in half. Once I cut the potato in half, I'm going to take the other two halves and I'm going to cut those in half as well. Like so. Then I'm going to rotate the potatoes on 90 degrees, and I'm just going to simply cut about 1 inch to half an inch until I get equal potato pieces like this. So you can repeat this process as many times as you want. It's very, very easy. I have about 3 to 4 potatoes here, which I'm going to be using for my crispy chicken recipe. And all I'm going to simply do is pour some water onto the potatoes until it's about 1 to 2 inches covering. So this is as much water as I have for this recipe. Then all you're simply going to do is put on a stovetop, and you're going to put the stovetop to high heat until there's going to be a boil to your potatoes. After about 3 to 5 minutes, there's going to be a lot of boiling going on with the potatoes. This is exactly what you want. So once it starts boiling like this, I'm just going to reduce it to about 7, 8 or medium-high heat on the stovetop, and I'm going to let it cook for about 10 to 15 minutes. When you're boiling potatoes, you want a bit of an aggressive boil just because the potatoes are fairly tough and we do want to soften them with hot water. So again, 10 to 15 minutes should be enough to soften the potatoes. Now what I'm going to do is dump out the hot water. Before I do that, I'm just going to put a running tap on cold water just so the pipes don't burn. Now I'm going to take this. Now you can let this cool down if you don't feel comfortable with dumping the water right away, but I'm just going to dump it into the sink. I usually pour towards me. And I just kind of put my head back so the water doesn't burn because this is very hot. So we're just rinsing out the water, taking it out so we have some potatoes that we can mash. Once you dumped out the hot water, what you're going to do is you can add a little bit of grass-fed butter. This is really great for your health, really good for your skin. Now I mentioned that this is an okay food in one of my recent videos. However, I found this to be extremely beneficial when it comes to getting your fat-soluble vitamins. And there's also a special vitamin called vitamin K2 in grass-fed butter. You can check this out on the Weston A. Price Foundation, which is the apron that I'm wearing because they promote, eating real whole foods like I am. And I would gladly endorse them and have them on my side when it comes to acne clear cooking. So absolutely you want to incorporate some of this into your diet. Just be mindful, if you eat a lot of butter and you find it triggers your acne, stop eating it. But from my experience, this has been more beneficial than a detriment, so that's why I continue to eat grass-fed butter, and I always feel really, really good after eating it. So I'm going to add about 1 to 2 teaspoons of grass-fed butter into the potatoes. So once the butter is into the pot, all I'm going to do is season it with some salt and pepper, or you can just do salt, it's up to you. Then I'm going to start mashing it with a masher. If you find when you're mashing the potatoes it's a little dry, what you can do is add a little bit of almond milk or any kind of dairy-free beverage. I'm using a little bit of almond milk. It is a kind of an odd combination, adding almonds with potatoes. I'm not a huge fan of it. I would prefer to add some real dairy like cream, but unfortunately cream can be very aggravating for your skin. So if you find an alternative to dairy, use that dairy alternative. You can use organic soy milk, or you can use cashew milk or rice milk. I'm just using one that's unsweetened just to add a little bit of texture and a little bit of moisture to the potatoes, so when I eat it, it's a little more smoother and I don't have such a rough surface when I'm eating it. Another option as well, you can get some freshly cut dill, and you can also add that into your potatoes to have a little bit of a dill flavored mashed potato as well.